I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer to use as my primer, and then I'm going to smooth it out with a synthetic brush to make the whole canvas smooth and easy to apply eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the City Color Cosmetics La Sandia palette, and they have two palettes. It's this one, and then they have another one which is like a pineapple theme, and it smells really good. When you smell the palette, it smells so good. So I'm going to go in with the black eyeshadow in the palette, and I'm going to map out where I want my crease to end, and also that way it's easy for me to cut my crease. And this is like an easier way to do it. I switch it up from time to time. So I'm going in with another eyeshadow, and I'm going to blend that out with a small blending brush. I have a lot of blending brushes that are specifically for certain looks, and this one I really do enjoy, and a few of them I'm gonna do a whole video on what is a must-have of eyeshadow brushes that are like good for blending. I'm gonna be showing you on the screen the shadows that I'm using, and I'm just building it up for as a transition from light to dark. And I really do want that burgundy kind of crease where it's a little bit of orange. So I'm taking that eyeshadow and I'm going to apply that right in between from the light to darkest, and you want to make sure that it's blended out really well and it's not a harsh line. Sometimes you can get carried away if you blend too much or add too much shadow onto the crease. So as you see here, I'm blending it out really good, and I'm then going in with the eyeshadow Fuego, and then I'm going to blend that into the upper part of my crease area and making sure that it does blend well with the other eyeshadows like LA and Saladito. Now I'm going to take the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15, and I really love this concealer for cutting the crease. I used to use it as a concealer for under my eyes, but it's drying and I have dry under eyes, so I don't use that as much for that area, but I love it for cutting the crease and really cleaning that whole area up. And it's super pigmented, it has a lot of coverage, so I do like to use that as a blank canvas for the lid eyeshadows. Now I'm taking a face powder from Maybelline. This is their 24-hour face powder, and I have it in the lightest shade, and I like using it as a blank kind of eyeshadow where I don't have a white in the palette, but yet I can use a face powder for it. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm going in with the shade Heights. I'm going to pack it on the lid in the middle area. It's not super pigmented, it's not meant to be like that for the lid. I just want it to be from light to darkest, and just adding a lot of oranges and making them transition, looking like an ombre kind of thing. That's what I was going for. So now I'm going in with the shade Fuego, not Fuego, SoCal. I'm going to pack it right next to the shade Heights, so that way it does blend and merge nicely. Now I'm taking this NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner. Mine was pretty dry, so I had to throw it out right after this video. I used the Duraline from Inglot to revive that shade to make it more liquidy again. So that's what I did. That's why it looks like that, very shiny and everything, but it does dry down to a matte finish. So I packed that on right to the outer corner, and then I'm going to transition that with a black eyeliner from Catrice. This is the shade Dating Joe Black, and I don't know why I was going with this. It was just like in the moment where I wanted the black liner to look like little tree branches reaching and kind of expanding, and then having a little bit of effect of white in it to kind of make it look like it. I don't know. I was just doing something random, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why I was going with this, but I mean, it kind of looked good. I got really good compliments on it. I don't have the best lids when it comes to artwork because my lids are pretty wrinkly, and they're very, like, the lid space is good, but I would have to be very precise and take my sweet time to do any artwork on there. I've tried and it didn't look good. Maybe I just had to practice, but yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to do. Then I went in with this pigment from Inglot. I am so sorry, I don't know the name. I look in the bottom and it's like scratched off. I don't even know how that happened, but it's gone. I know it's 0 something. And you can get Inglot online on Beautylish, or you can go to the store that I know of in Times Square and pick up the shades there. But it's like a bronzy pigment. So I did wet it with the Duraline to kind of make it into a liquid liner, and I didn't have a specific shade that I'm going for with this glitter liner, so I went in with 2 shades to kind of blend them together. So I went in with the Heavy Metal Midnight Cowboy by Urban Decay, and I just topped it right over that pigment so that it kind of looks like an orange glitter liner. I think it came out pretty good. So I'm going to be applying a little liner, not anything dramatic or thick, because I want the eye makeup to show a lot more. So I went in with the Catrice liner, and then I did slap on some lashes from Shopmimiartistry. I'm going to put the name on the screen, and I feel like these are like a great pair for like any dramatic look that you're trying to show off the eyes more. And I'm going to be using this glue from City Color Cosmetics. I feel like this is a dupe for the House of Lashes, so if you're looking for something like it, then check out their lash glue. Now I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to be using this primer from Touch and Soul, and I really love it. I feel like it does smooth out everything, including the texture that I have with the little eczema. And then I'm going to be using the Jouer Essential Foundation. This is my favorite, like full coverage. It's just so good. The only thing is that it's super matte. I love it, but at the moment I can't use it because it's like a little cold in my house, and in the area it's getting a little chilly, so I can't use it just like that. I have to use a little bit of oil. And now I'm going to be applying some concealer from City Color Cosmetics. I'm using a lot of their stuff because they've been launching a lot of new things and I'm trying it out. And I'm going to be applying some foundation, but it's like a contour shade for me. This is from Kalon Cosmetics. I'm going to be using the shade Dark all over the areas that I want a little bit of shadow. And the sponge that I'm using is $1.55. Like, I love it. It's from Shop Miss A, and I'm telling you, I try to put my friends on it, and some of my friends bought it already. They love it. Now I'm going to be using the Cheek Me Out palette, and I'm using this shade right here as a bronzer to contour as well, but mainly to just bronze up because I already contoured. I'm not trying to have too much of a chisel face, but I do contour my nose with it just to give it a little bit of color around that area, because I feel like lately my contouring, my nose has been slacking a little bit, so I've just been trying different kind of bronzers. I'm also applying some blush from the palette, and then I went in with the shade Angeleno in the palette as my highlighter. I really like how it came out. It came out a little beaming, but not too strong and beaming. It's really pigmented. I love it. And you know, I'm trying to utilize and trying to use different products instead of just doing the standard way. And then I went in with my Hourglass Ambient palette to kind of use as a topper to give me a little bit more of a glow, because like I said, the foundation came out a little too dry on my skin that day. And with that kind of foundation, you have to have like combo to oily skin, and right now my skin is dry. So I'm gonna be using the Stila I forgot the name of it, Stila Smudge Kajal Eyeliner. It's super black and super pigmented. It does stay put all day, and this is like comparable to the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner. I'm going to apply all the shades that I use in my crease onto the lower lash area to smudge it out to give me like that little smoky effect. And I really love this little brush from Unicorn Brushes. This is their really small blending brush. Oh my gosh, this brush is so perfect for in the crease, for under the eyes, and it blends all my eyeshadows nicely. So I totally recommend you check it out. I just apply a little bit of lash primer because my bottom lashes, they need a little help. So I apply a little bit of that, and then I topped it off with mascara to make them a little longer. So I'm gonna apply some lip liner, and with this look I just wanted the eyes to be the main focus, so I just went in with the Naked shade from ABH. This is their liquid lipstick in Naked, and I went in with the gloss from the City Color Cosmetics line, and they came out with 3 different glosses, the Savory Lip Glaze, but I went in with that shade Limon just to give me like that glossy effect on the lips. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed it, you like it, give it a thumbs up, and check out my social media handles so you can follow me on there. I post looks and I do little mini giveaways as well. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next one.